On today at First Things First, it was a discussion about Naomi Osaka. She withdrew from the French Open because she did not want to talk to the press. And she's been dealing with mental problems and she really don't like talking to the press. So she said she wasn't going to talk to the press. And the French fined her and then not only fine her, but to also threaten for her not to play. So she decided to withdraw. Now, first thing first, Nick Wright had something to say, and this is what he said about it.
You guys are approaching it and looking at it from Naomi's perspective. I'm gonna turn it a bit from the French Open or from sports league's perspective. And the question I would have is this: is this actually about fan access, growing the game, giving the paying customer what they want, or is this about power? Because in my opinion, the way they reacted and their immediate reaction to Naomi was about power. They were trying to say, we are in charge, you are not. You are going to play by our rules, or else not only are we going to fine you, we're going to consider not letting you continue to play. Which, if the whole idea is growing the game and giving the paying customer what they want, there's not a paying customer in the world that would like, well, you can either have Naomi Osaka play and not talk, or Naomi Osaka not play at all. And they're like, nope, if she won't do the press conference, don't want to see if she can overcome some of her demons on the clay court. Not demons as far as mental health stuff. She's just actually struggled on clay. So to me, this was about power. And I think there is a very easy and obvious fix here, which is there are certain people that, whether it's mental health, whether it's social anxiety, or it's just fear of public speaking, that do not feel comfortable in a press conference setting. While I would feel great in a press conference setting, I would feel figuratively naked if someone was like, hey, go try to hit a backhand in front of 40,000 people. The opposite can be true for someone else. For those people, these leagues should absolutely present an alternative. Meaning, if you're really talking about growing the game, and Naomi Osaka, who I would argue grows the game purely by existing, but that is a different discussion, say, hey, we will take you at your word that the public speaking right now is not something you feel comfortable with. So in place of that, after the French Open, we would like you've got these options, whether it's a kids tennis clinic, whether it's something that grows the game, whether it's a endorsement campaign. We will give you alternatives. That way, anyone that opts out of the press avails is not just going to say, I don't feel comfortable, when in reality it's because they want to catch an earlier flight. And I'm not accusing Naomi of that at all. And you can actually grow the game. The fact that they didn't present that leads me to believe it's more about power. And it's about a young woman, particularly a young woman of color, in a sport of which there are almost none, except for, the greatest ever and one of the greatest ever, the Williams sisters and a few others, saying, I want to do things a little bit differently. And the French Open and the other Grand Slams saying, no, you won't. No, you will not. And we're gonna come down on you as hard as we can. So I think this is more complex than just Naomi specifically.
Now, my thoughts about it, I agree with Nick Wright 100%. I believe that this is more about power over the fact of they believe in that, hey, everybody that plays needs to talk to the media for the fans, so the fans could be able to hear what happened or what didn't happen after your games or before your games, your mindset and all that stuff. No, it was about power, because they could have easily handled this a whole lot better. Especially the way that they reacted to what she said. They actually treated it as if she was just saying, oh, I ain't gonna do this because I'm Naomi Osaka. No. She just said that she don't want to talk to the press. Which is cool, because according to the rules, if you don't want to talk to the press, fine her. Yes, that's fine, fine her. But guess what? You threaten for her not to even play the game that she loves to play does not make it better. It doesn't. She's not the only person. She's not the first person that done that. We done had Kyrie Irving done it. Marshawn Lynch, in which Nick explained earlier. He done it before. Some people just don't like talking to the press. And mental health is very important. I am a firm believer into mental health. I have dealt with some demons myself at a younger age, but now I feel like I'm pretty much good when it comes to mental health. But I have people in my family that deals with mental health, and that's something very serious. Some people just don't like talking to the media. So what Nick was saying is absolutely right. They could find other ways for them to be able to have a comfort zone in order for them to be able to talk to the media. You don't have to just say do things your way or else. It's other ways of doing things. Like trust me, this ain't been the same tennis since it was born. You made changes. You can also make changes for this, especially with Naomi Osaka. Now, if you want to sit there and say Naomi Osaka with her leaving ain't gonna hurt the French Open, nah, I definitely disagree with that because she's probably, if not the best tennis player in the game right now. You probably get somebody who probably will luck up and win, and probably won't even be able to talk as good as Naomi Osaka. Probably be their only win of their career. Or Serena Williams will find a way to win it all. And then she'll be able to talk about Naomi Osaka. You're not winning in this case. The French Open, you need to find some way to make Naomi feel good about this. Instead of just trying to be powerful and just say whatever goes your way goes your way. No, there's ways of doing this. And hopefully you can do better.